today I am here with you to give you 5 tips that I think would be helpful in learning Korean. These are my 5 tips to learning Korean, what I use to start learning Korean, enhance my Korean skills. And just a disclaimer, I am not fluent in Korean whatsoever. I can read, I can write, I can pronounce, but I don't know all the words, I don't know everything. But I think once you can learn how to read and write Hangul, and once you can remember basic phrases and stuff like that, you can usually piece together what people are saying. So, number 1 tip, study at least once a day. And this is something that I think is possible for anyone to do. I don't think it's hard to set aside some time to study at least once a day. I think you usually find yourself sometime during the day doing absolutely nothing, whether it be roaming YouTube or on your phone or reading webtoons. There's usually a time for you to be learning, but instead we choose to do other things. So study at least once a day. It's something that I used to do in high school. I actually did it every single day. I tried to study at least an hour or more every day, and it definitely helped me to enhance my skills and to learn even more, because at that time I still was working on learning Korean. I didn't know a lot, and so it definitely helped at that time. Tip number 2, practice with native speakers. And this is something that I find to be a little hard to do depending on where you live and depending on your situation, I guess you can say. But I'm not saying go outside and make Korean friends just for the purpose of to learn their language. But it does help to have Korean friends if you're trying to learn Korean, because you have someone that you can katalk or message in general in Korean, someone that you can talk to in Korean, and someone that can fix your pronunciation, fix your spelling, you know, be like, oh no, you can't say that, you shouldn't say that, you should have to say it this way. So it's easier to have a friend that you can practice your Korean with, especially if you don't live in Korea, if you're not studying in Korea, if you're not planning on going to Korea for a while. If you live in like New York or LA or somewhere that has a Koreatown, you might have that slight more of a chance to practice your Korean because you have a Korean community near you. But for other people like myself who doesn't have a K-town or something like that, we don't have as much of a chance to, you know, just go out there and just go all out in Korean. And if you don't have a Korean community around you, if you can't make Korean friends, whatever your situation may be, there are always apps that you can utilize. Tip number 3, watch Korean shows. And I'm not just saying to just go watch K-dramas aimlessly on end, but watching Korean dramas, reality shows, game shows, not really so much music programs, but pretty much watching shows, it'll give you, not only do you get to hear Korean, but you get to hear a lot of phrases. And those are usually phrases that you can use against. Sometimes they do talk informally, so be careful of that, because in certain situations you might need to know how do you say something formally. You're not going to just go to someone older and then just say what you learned in a K-drama and be like, oh sorry, I learned it in Boys Over Flowers or something. Like, it's not an excuse. I find that reality shows are probably more helpful because it's reality, so you're probably going to use these phrases, you're going to find yourself using these phrases. And also, like I said, K-dramas, you're exposing yourself to hearing the language, you're exposing yourself to phrases, daily phrases, things that you'll get to hear. If you can't just go out and hear Korean all the time, at least you can hear it in the comfort of your home while watching an awesome show and getting some laughs out of it. And a lot of reality shows, game shows, stuff like that, they have a lot of little flashy, like, not really so much subtitles, but you know how like the bottom they have like those big like captions, like those big dramatic captions. And usually some sites will sub the captions, and then you know how to spell something, so it's even more awesome. I noticed that on Dramafever now they have a feature where they have English subtitles, and then on top of it they have Korean subtitles. So you get to see the translation of what is being said and how it's spelled in Korean. Tip number 4, utilize YouTube channels. If you are not fortunate enough to just go to a language institute or, you know, learn in a professional manner. There are plenty of YouTubers out there that take their time to make content to help you learn Korean, whether it be professionally or whether it be a native speaker that speaks Korean that wants to help people learn Korean. When I was younger, I came across Talk to Me in Korean when they were still starting up. And Talk to Me in Korean has been so much help to me. They are one of the first users, I don't know if you would say platform. They were the first amazing resource to me to learn Korean. Definitely check out YouTube channels. There are plenty. Like I said, if you can't go to a language institute, if you can't learn in a professional manner, you can learn just as much off of lecturers or teachers on YouTube. Tip number 5, do not be afraid to speak Korean. And this is more or less a tip that I definitely need to utilize, so this tip I need to consider myself. I am very shy when it comes to speaking Korean. I have lost out on many chances to practice my Korean. So essentially, don't be afraid. The worst thing that can happen is that you pronounce something wrong or that you say something wrong. But usually if you are, this kind of goes back to tip number 2 of practice with a native speaker, but if you say something wrong or if you pronounce something wrong, 9 times out of 10, or maybe 10 times out of 10, your friend's gonna correct you. Your friend might laugh at you, but that's what friends do, we laugh at each other. Even if they're not your friend or the native speaker is going to let you know, oh no, you don't say it like this, you say it like this. So that next time you know, oh, so this isn't how it's said. Or if you're practicing writing, there are many Korean characters that have no sound, and so you might have this idea that something is spelled this way, but it's actually spelled this way. The native speaker will be like, oh no, this isn't how you spell it, this is how you spell it. Speak Korean, just take chances, just speak Korean. It's okay. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to not pronounce things correctly. It's okay to spell things incorrectly. It's okay to mess up, we're humans. You only learn by messing up. Get corrected. Now you know for next time how to say that word or how to use that phrase and how not to use that phrase and what not to say, because you don't want to find yourself saying something you're not supposed to say. So it's better to find out with your friends and find out with an elder when you go to Korea. That's just how I feel. And also another thing that I think is an awesome resource is Naver Dictionary. And Naver Dictionary, if you don't know what it is, it's exactly what it sounds like. Naver is Korea's #1 search engine, and they have a Naver Dictionary app. So basically, if you find yourself receiving a message that's in Korean from your friend and you understand some words in it, but there's that one word that you don't understand, take that word, or sometimes you can even take that phrase if it's very commonly used, post it right in Naver Dictionary, and it'll give you the use of that word, or it'll give you examples of the use of that word, and it'll even give you the actual meaning of that word. And they also take phrases from VLive broadcasts. So if you don't know how to spell fighting and you put fighting, or however you like to spell it, I think there's 2 ways to spell it, you'll scroll up and it'll show VLive, the group that said it, and then it'll show it in the sentence that they said it. That is it for my 5 or 5+ tips on how to learn Korean, or how to start learning Korean, or even how to enhance your Korean skills currently. If you like this video and would like to see more videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please also do not forget to subscribe, and also leave some love, leave a comment if you like these tips. If you think that these tips helped you at all, then please let me know. I would love to know if what I am making videos about is helping whatsoever. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye!